Om Namo Narayani. Good morning, good evening, wherever we are all joining in from. Starting a bit late today due to poor connectivity. Hopefully the session flows through well with good connectivity here. I've just moved to a new venue to get better connectivity. Today we are looking at Sri Lalitha Narayani's names 713 to 719. It is our 103rd week of class for Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam for beginners. Let us begin with our prayers. Om Jnana-rūpāya vidmahi Shakti amsaya dhimahi Tanno Shakti amma prachodayāt. Om Jnana-rūpāya vidmahi Shakti amsaya dhimahi Tanno Shakti amma prachodayāt. Om Jnana-rūpāya vidmahi Shakti amsaya dhimahi Tanno Shakti amma prachodayāt. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Sarva-mangala-mangalye Shive sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhyanam Sindhuraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya-maulisphurataranayaka-sekharam Smita-mukhi Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyam-alipurna-ratna-chashakam Raktotpalam Bibhratim Saumyam Ratna-ghathastha-rakta-charanam ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम् ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसत् हेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयतां भक्तनम्रां भवानीम् श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसितेक्षणां सचरचापपाशाङ्कुशां अशेषजनमोहिनीमरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमाधिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये महेशीम् ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ॐ नमो नारायणी ॐ श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः स्वाहा। Let us begin with Sri Lalitha's 713th name. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who herself is the Guru, and she herself is the lineage of all Gurus. And we know Lalitha, Narayani, all the same one cosmic mother. And we saw that at the end of Devi Mahatmyam, after destroying all the asuras and the negative forces, the whole world, all the devas, all the beings, everyone is worshipping Narayani, the cosmic mother, who is none other than Lalitha. They are both the same. And with that, she is the source from which creation has sprung forth. She is the Adi Guru. She is Shive Sarvartha Sadhike. To accomplish anything and everything, it is her blessings, her grace that leads us through. And she is the first primordial guru. Often we say Shiva is the first guru, she is Shivesh. Dakshina Murti is the first guru, she is Dakshina Murti. All the forms, she herself is the guru. And there are lineages and lineages of so many gurus who have come from her. We talk of so many siddhas, so many rishis, and those who are familiar in India, every family traces its ancestral lineage to a rishi, to a sage, a rishi. And they say, and if you don't know who your rishi is, last month we had a beautiful yagam, Narayani yagam, and during the proceedings, when the instruction was given, think of your gotram. Gotram is your, under which lineage of guru you come from. And most of the families, they know their gotram, and they mentioned that, and then they mentioned themselves, their star, each of the family members. And Amma said, those who don't know their gotram, it's okay, take Amma as the gotram. She is the Adi Guru. So blessed are they that they go directly to the source to have her as the Guru. So Sri Shakti Amma is the first human form of Narayani on Mother Earth. And we've mentioned before, this is the first time Narayani has taken Rupam, form on Mother Earth. She has existed only in the mantra form on Mother Earth throughout the yugas, and this is the first time Mother Earth is receiving her in her form as Mangala Narayani, Big Narayani, Lakshmi Narayani, Adi Narayani, Uttama, all these various forms. We see in Pidama her first forms on Mother Earth, and Amma is the first human form of Narayani. So she herself is the Guru, and guru-maṇḍala is all the lineages. All the lineages are starting from her. And it's like the ocean has descended, and everything that is emanating from that is all the various lineages of the Guru. And talking about Guru and about Amma, Amma never differentiates between any of the masters I have seen in the last 27 plus years. Every master of every lineage, Amma receives and welcomes. She incorporates everyone and all the religions, every leaders and masters from all the religions she incorporates, because she is that oneness, and she sees the oneness in all the paths and all the gurus and all the siddhas, all the rishis, all the sages, and all the various masters, known, unknown, seen, unseen, contemporary in the past and to come in the future. They all originate from her, lead to her. She is the lineage for all paths. And why is so Guru important? Guru-maṇḍalam. Guru-maṇḍalam is that whole cohort of all the lineages. That is her form. Her form and all that has manifested in the lineages of various spiritual teachings, the scriptures. And these scriptures didn't just spring up like that. They came from an enlightened being, a master, those who had connected with her as the source, that cosmic source that she is, and they connected with her and they imbibed the Guru's teachings from the universe, from her, and they gave their wisdom to the people of their times. And most of the wisdom is eternal wisdom. Some are contemporary for those times, but many of them are the wisdom, the eternal wisdom, and they pass it down through their disciples. and their disciples hear it by heart. Those days there was no writing. They would just hear. It was through audition. They hear and then they by heart. So it was through the sound, and sound is the element of the akash, the ether, and it stayed deep ingrained. And most of them were in the verse forms and poetic forms, so it is very much easier to recapitulate and chant than prose. So all the scriptures, the Vedas, and the wisdom that was imbibed and taught from the guru to the disciple, and in the lineage, the disciple then becomes the next generation, the guru for the next descendant of disciples. So this lineage of guru disciple is so powerful, because we say life begets life. We cannot have AI, artificial intelligence, begetting children to continue the lineage of humanity or other species. We need the species, life in that being, to generate life. The guru invokes that life from the cosmic mother into the disciple. The disciple takes it forward to the next generation, next generation. So from here, when we look up to the lineage of the gurus, the guru, the guru's guru, the guru's guru's guru, that lineage is treasured and revered so greatly, because to carry that wisdom, and when they sow it in the heart, they by heart it. We say we by heart it, we don't say we by mind it. We by heart it, we are taking it into the soul, the essence of it we capture in our soul, and it carries with us as the wisdom through even our lifetimes, further incarnations of the soul's journeys, and it is imparted to the other disciples and down the lineage, and this wisdom carries what life sustains this wisdom, and that is why it is so precious. And it is said, the disciple, or the one who is taking this initiation and who is receiving mantra from the guru, they see that when the disciple becomes more and more refined and in the path, like we are going deeper into the PhD, doctorate of any of the subjects we take up, this is going into the postdoctorate, into the PhD, postdoctorate in our path of spirituality, in our seeking back to the source. And it is said that the upasaka is the one, the practitioner, the disciple, he should consider himself the mantra that has been given to him by the guru, and the yantra associated with the mantra, and the devata. We saw every mantra, there is a devata, and every devata has a yantra, mantra, the tantra, the form of the devata. And that upasaka, that disciple's guru, all as one entity. So look at that expansive consciousness, that state of wisdom, to have to imbibe all of this as one entity. There is no difference between the mantra and the guru and the devata, the yantra, and the disciple who practices it. It is that life essence, that's very source you're linked to. And that's why many things are given as that initiation is given with honoring it. When we honor something, we don't broadcast it so much. We hold it in our heart with that love. We don't make a publicity of it. When something is so much reverence, we talk about it from here, not from here. And when we hold it here, it is very sacred. And the guru disciple lineage, the initiation, everything is so sacred. It is, some say, refer to it like it's like a secret passed on with that level of reverence rather than the secrecy. That reverence brings it, that honoring, that you don't chit chat about it, you give it with that reverence. So if you were to receive such a huge whatever, the diamond or whatever, you wouldn't just throw it around, play with it. You'll receive it with that honor and that awe for it. So here the awe and the reverence is for the Guru and the Cosmic Mother, through which this wisdom of creation, wisdom of existence, wisdom of living in that soul qualities which are essence of the Brahman are handed down the generations through the lineage. And it is given down uninterruptedly through the lineage. So every lineage is so special and honored. So we saw in the earlier week that there is the sampradaya, like we say the Panchadasi mantra, which is the core essence of the creation with the Sodasi mantra. It's the same mantra, but there are 12 primordial disciples of the Cosmic Mother, and they're saying the same mantra with their own variations, like the mantra, the alphabet here, aksharam here is here, or it is interchanged. And there are 12 different parts for the same mantra. She is the Guru for all the 12. She is the Guru for all these parts. They call, some of them have their names as Khadi Vidya, Hadi Vidya. We saw Manu, Chandra, Surya, Lopa, Mudra, Agastya, all these 12 sages, Shiva, all of them, they have their own way. Each one is a lineage. And like that, there are many other rishis who have their lineage from her. And this lineage, the sampradaya, the tradition of the practice of that lineage can differ from the next other lineage. And the practice, the sampradaya, can be different from each of these lineages. So when someone comes, and Amma and the masters, when they say, they always ask, which lineage do you come from? So they attune to that lineage and they see that sampradaya and they see, oh, you're a disciple from that lineage. And they will give you, Amma will give you what is appropriate for that lineage. So you continue with that tradition. And other persons. So when the master, the Guru, and the Cosmic Mother, Sri Shakti Amma sees, she sees from what lineage you are coming from. And to follow that sampradaya, that is given accordingly to each. And like you follow the priest for the Nataraja will be coming from the Shaivite tradition, sampradaya. The priest for the Perumal will be coming from the Vishnu traditions. Those who are following Narayani and Lakshmi, they'll be coming from the Shakta tradition. So they have their practices and the sampradaya to keep those sampradaya, that lineage alive, to continue those traditions, because those paths have yielded the results. And those paths, each one, when you focus on that path, that takes you back to the source in a beautiful way, and the Guru guides you. So the Guru Mandala is a very, very sacred and a very, very powerful lineage energy, and she is the Rupini of all of that. Her 714th name, Om Shreem kulōttīrṇāyai namah swaha. 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 Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who transcends, who is beyond the senses including the inner senses, antakarana, which is the mana, buddhi, ahankara, all the mind, all those aspects, the inner senses that guide us, and the other senses we know as the taste, fragrance, touch, the smell, the fragrance, vision, sight, hearing, those we refer to as the senses, and the sixth sense is the mind. And the mind includes the antakarana, the tools, the senses of the internal senses that guide us. And uttirna, it said it's like passing an exam. You qualify and you go beyond. Kula we saw in the earlier names of Sri Lalitha Narayani, Kuleshwari, Om Shreem Kuleshwaryai namah swaha, Om Shreem kulamrudaikarasikayai namah swaha, Om Shreem kulasanketapalinyai namah swaha, Om Shreem kulanganayai namah swaha, Om Shreem kulantasthayai namah swaha, Om Shreem kulayoginyai namah swaha, Om Shreem Akulayai namah swaha. She is Kula and she is the Akula. And in the Kula path, Kula means the path. Kulam also means the lineage, ancestral lineage, the path, our roots. We are tracing back our roots, the path, the Kula. And in the microcosm, the Kula is the chakra pathway. So in the journey of the Kundalini from the Mooladhara, where it's resting, residing, as it ascends and goes through the journey of crossing through the Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, and it transcends, goes through all these three chakras and goes beyond that to the Akula state, to the Sahasrara. And that Akula state, the Sahasrara, it's not in the physical realm, it is in the energetic realm, in the aura level, where we are connecting with the cosmos. And each of these energy hubs is a hub of that treasure of wisdom that we bring with us through the evolution and the potentials that are associated with each of these. And she is kulōttīrṇāyai. She is the Kula, she is the Kundalini, she is all these chakras, she is all the nadis, the energy pathways, she is all the petals of each of these chakras, she is all the matrukas, all the alphabets in each of these chakras, and she is beyond that. She rises through that, she transcends these, and each of them associated with the senses. Senses are called indriyas. So in Meda Suktam, we bring to Saraswati, the Meda Suktam, to purify our indriyas and to make it like fit to receive that wisdom. So these senses are often described like horses, runaway horses. They take us hither and thither and totally they make us go out of control. And in that whole process, we are bringing them, we are reining them in to align them in this journey of going up to the Akula state, to the Sahasrara. We need to honor and master these indriyas, the senses. And the path is so beautiful. It is not like you reject it, you take it, you accept it, honor it, and you rise above it. Once you master it, it doesn't control you, you master it. So all this is the mastery of transcending the senses, and to her, it's all in her realm of creation. So she is kulōttīrṇāyai. She has gone past all these. And it is said that to reach her, to reach the Akula state where Shiva Shakti union happens, we've seen that Mano Vacha Magocharaye, the mind and the words don't take us to her. We can't reach her through that. but the devotion for the divine. A divine we cannot understand, a divine we cannot see, and yet to have devotion to the divine, Amma says, is a miracle, is such a gift to have a devotion to the divine that your mind cannot comprehend, your eyes can see but cannot fit into logic. And yet, the limited mind and the limited knowledge we have, with that and beyond that, there is a yearning and a connection from here. It doesn't happen just like that. It comes through the vasanas we are bringing with us through our previous experiences. Over how many lifetimes only she knows. And it is a great blessing to be able to have that reference and connection to the source, to the divine from which the entire universe creation has started. And we revere, we worship, we look in awe about the latest car that comes into the market or the grandest house that is built. And to go to stretch that more, to see, to go in awe and reverence to the Creator who has created everything around us and beyond what we can even see in the universe. What kind of a Creator is that? What kind of quality is there? We are talking about the Brahman state of creation, the Lalitha Narayani state of hers as the cosmic mother, Shakti, who has created it. And when you contemplate on that, it cannot, when you understand the depth of the creation, you cannot but develop an awe, a reverence for that. And that is connecting to the source. You are sowing the seed for kulōttīrṇāyai, to go beyond the senses, to opening up the possibility to connect with the source herself. That turiya, that subtle finesse state that she is in the Akula. And all her names this week, most of them, are like talking into depth. Last week we saw secrecy. We are going more and more into the subtle, the secret nature of us, which is not taught or spoken, but is imbibed with reverence. And that reverence brings with it the stillness, the chatter, and then it opens up to receive that wisdom more and more. And it continues, her 715th name, Om Śreem bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Om Śreem bhag'ārādhyāyai bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Śreem bhag'ārādhyāyai bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Śreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is worshipped as Bhaga. Bhaga, one interpretation is it is the sun. We've seen her as the Bhanu Mandala Madhyasthai. We just saw Guru Mandalam. Next one is referring to the Bhanu Mandalam. Bhanu is the name for sun. Bhaga is also another name for sun. Ārādhyāyai is worshipping. When we do Ārādhana, it's like worshipping with the aarti, the flowers, the chants. And bhag'ārādhyāyai, we are worshipping her as the sun, the whole disk of the sun. So she's worshipped as the sun. She is the sun and she's being worshipped as the sun. And the other meanings for it is the letter E. Bhaga can mean the letter not E but A. with that accent, A. And A is a combination of A and E brings A. We saw E, the last one, E becomes Yai. Here A, that's alphabet, we saw each letter, each akshara is a mantra. And mantra is from which creation has sprung forth. So every mantra has its potential to bring forth her through whatever is the capacity of that mantra, what it is ordained for. So A in Sanskrit, it represents the Shiva and the Shakti. So it is going to like the early stages of creation. And Bhaga can also mean, it comes from one of the interpretations given is from one of the commentators is that we have the usage, God is also called Bhagavan. Bhaga means wealth, Aishwarya, wealth of all kinds. And you're worshipping the wealth, and the greatest of wealth is, among all the materialistic wealth that we can identify with, the greatest among all of them is the Chaitanya, which is our consciousness. Our consciousness, as it expands, is that luminosity, the light. So when we talk of God, the divine, we say love, we talk of light. And that Chaitanya, each one of us is like that light bulb. Our watts are different, each one's capacity is different. There are smaller animals like the different insects and flies who can sparkle in the night, or fish in the stream. Some of them have these. So each life has its luminance, that Chaitanya, that light, that consciousness. And when we pass on from this body, we let go of all the Aishwarya, the material wealth that we have collected here. The Aishwarya we take with us is that love and light that we have grown in and evolved in and expanded in this opportunity of life that's been given to us. It's the greatest Aishwarya we can take with us. So bhag'ārādhyāyai, worshipping her for that wealth that she offers to us, all the materialistic wealth and our growth, and being the light, becoming the light that she is. That is the greatest wealth we take with her. When we describe her as she bhag'ārādhyāyai, as one who's worshipped as the sun, like we see different vidyas. There is Vidya mentioned in one of the Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, and there it talks about the Devas worship her as the sun. To them, we see in the next name also, where the Madhumati in her name as honey, the sun is like primordial, because to us, when we say Gayatri mantra, we refer to her as the sun. When we say Savitri, we are referring to her as the sun. So sun is, as a human, we see the sun as a sun related to Mother Earth. And for our capacity of understanding, that is the sun. That is true. And there is also greater truth. The sun represents that luminosity, that light in the creation, in the entirety. And the Devas, they worship the sun. That is the greatest for them. And they see that, as Hani will see in the next name. So she, as the sun, is worshipped because that is the source of light. And light illumines. And what does it illumine? The secrecy of that illumination continues into the next name. The next few names, 714 to 717, are all many subtle layers of depth to these names of us. We are just scratching a tiny bit of it, but there are layers and layers and depths to the meanings of these names. And the secrecy is that reverence that you go delve in, because words can only convey so much. It is the stillness that speaks through and teaches you greater depths. Her 716th name. Om Shreem māyāyai namah swaha. 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 Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is the Shakti called Maya. So everything in creation is Shakti, energy. And that energy of Maya, she is māyāyai, you are that. The power of illusion, Maya, we call it the veil, the sheath, the covering. And what does it do? It hides us from the reality, which is the Brahman. We have the soul qualities, but there are layers of Maya, the veil, that doesn't let us connect with it easily. And the whole process of going back to the source is unveiling all the veils, so we can, that light that is Prakasha, inherently luminescent, can shine forth from within each one of the life forms. It is there in the totality of the oneness of that consciousness, Satchidananda, that she is. And to reveal, understand that, to connect with that in the universe, in the microcosm, to connect with that within each one of us in the microcosm, is the whole journey of going back to the source. And it is said, and when we come into the realm of Maya, we are coming into the realm of duality. Time and space, name and form, all the rupams and all the names and forms, we are in the realm of Maya. Maya can be fun, Maya can be miserable, Maya can be a roller coaster. And at some point, when the soul tires of this roller coaster life, it starts seeking deeper. What is the meaning of this life? Why am I here? What am I doing? What is all this going on? Then keep seeing the repetitive patterns it has played and replayed innumerable times, and those vasanas there. And when it tires, it seeks this truth of existence, and that brings us into the realm of that sincere speaker, into the realm of the spiritual path. Like there are many countries who don't even have the God or that in the realm of existence. Just the living in the materialistic world, living comfortably, happily is enough. And that is fine. But there is a greater possibility that is possible in this human birth. And when we get a hang of that, we get drawn to see it, it's like we are seeking an invaluable treasure, an opportunity we have never explored, an opportunity that is not even in the realm of a thought or possibility, but when it comes in, it roots us to the source, and that is the power of the Atma Balam, the Atma Shakti. When we live from the soul, we imbibe so much of those qualities. And then we have the, Amma says, the soul with each being is wrapped, covered by the Maya. We saw her 5 actions: creation, sustenance, dissolution, destruction, and Tirodhana. It is the veiling. for this game of life to continue. And then to transcend that, you need her blessings, anugraha. And through her anugraha, you can transcend the Maya. So even to reach the Shiva state, those who are going back to the source, ultimately that state, even they need Shakti, the mother, to unveil, to remove the veil, to go back, to merge into that source. And it is her grace. And how do we get her grace? With love and devotion and wisdom. We just saw Jnanam, Bhakti is what takes us to her. When we have start revering the universe, honoring the universe, if we wouldn't go around hacking ourselves, when we honor Mother Earth as a mother, we honor her. When we take something from her, when we take something, we say thank you and we receive it with that gratitude and put it to good use. But when we just haul and take and rampage Mother Earth, we are not revering the universe. We are not revering Mother Earth. She's the Mother Earth who's sustaining us. Our next name comes in with that, her other names this week. So that is a ripened soul that can see that oneness in creation, oneness in not just me, my children, my family, seeing the oneness in your neighbors, in your community, in the city, in the country, in all the countries, in the whole world, whole of Mother Earth, not just humanity, all the life forms, whole of Mother Nature, and beyond Mother Earth to the universe. When the soul ripens to that state of oneness, the Chaitanya, the light in it is like a billion watts. It's going to the divine. It has opened up that Chaitanya, the consciousness of that oneness, of that light. Otherwise, we restrict ourselves to 10 watt, 20 watt, 30 watt, whatever, that luminosity, because the soul has to ripen more to realize that, imbibe that oneness. And when we have that oneness, we honor everyone, every life form. Even if we have disagreements, you say it with that love, I agree to disagree. Don't we say that? But not with that anger and all the stacked up emotions, but in an easy, graceful way. And this Maya, it's only life forms. Life can notice these realms of the various forms of Brahman. Even though Maya is there in the non-living form, it is not an entity to the non-living, because that Chaitanya, that life, that consciousness is not there. Consciousness has to come in, and then the opportunity to evolve grows. And this Maya, when we come into the duality, all these different states of wakeful state, Jagrat, the sleep state, Swapna state, all the subtle realms of manifestations comes, the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, all these are the different levels in the Maya that we are all in. And it is wisdom, knowledge that helps us to understand that and to transcend that. We have to rise beyond that. We understand honor, and when we become a witness to ourselves, then we are able to transcend it, master it. And to her, she is Maya Shakti, and she says, I create emperors, empires, and I destroy them also. To her, it is all part of her creation. We saw with a blink of her eyes how she creates rows and rows and rows of universes. That is the Shakti of Maya Shakti. And it's for the divine, there is no lack, no dearth, only abundance, and everything is a possibility in her realm. And when we are in the Maya, then all these, we follow the dharma, the laws, the rules, and she also follows, she creates the rules for, like on Mother Earth, so much is the gravity. If you go to moon, there's hardly any gravity. Go somewhere else, there's so much more gravity. So each place has its what is possible there, and within that she follows that. Like if Shakti Amma, when Shakti Amma is Narayani, the totality of the cosmic mother, she is following what is the path laid out for humanity. She leads by example to show what a human life can do. As a human, what is possible. She's not like revealing all the powers of the grand powers of the divine, showcasing the divine. She is showcasing the possibilities of excellence in human birth and the opportunities. And she follows the rules, the laws she has laid out for each of those realms, each of the worlds. And in the process, we are clearing these layers, the veils, impurities, is only through her grace. We bow down to Maya to help release the Maya and also the karma, the baggage we've accumulated through the deeds that we have done, good or bad. And what is good, what is bad, Amma says, is if your deed has brought suffering to others, that becomes bad karma. If what you have said, done, thought has brought joy, happiness to others, that is good karma. So we create. We are not lifeless beings. We have life. So we have the drive to act, to think, do, act. And our acts, when we do with wisdom, we think through the process of what we are going to do, and we do it with that love and that reverence and that offering, then we offer it with love and the divine takes care. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, like Krishna says, and in the scriptures all say, your duty is to do, not to look for the result. When you do it with an offering to the divine, like the karma yogi, I just do it. What it brings is what the divine gives. So you're not attached to the rewards of what you do. Then the Maya cannot control you at that point, because you can move on. You've gained the wisdom of that refinement of being non-attached. That non-attachment is a great wealth, that you're able to move on and not be wrapped around by Maya so much. That's a great wisdom. Her next name, 717th name, Om Shreem Madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem, Om Shreem Madhumatyai Madhumatyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem, Om Shreem Madhumatyai Madhumatyai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem Madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem Madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is like honey. We saw Madhu is honey. Madhu can also mean mead, which is the wine made from honey. That sweetness, Madhu, Madhuram is that sweetness. Mati is that intelligence, that mind. That Madhu, Mati, that sweetness. And she is called Madhumati. She is that character, that qualification of Madhumati, or the in the path of yoga, like in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yoga Vasishta, it's mentioned the Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga, and there are 7 levels you go through. These are called bhumikas, or earths, or these foundations you have to evolve and go beyond. You master these levels, and the 7th step is the highest for the yoga, the practitioner of the yoga, to take to the core. So the inner path of Kula, going into that oneness, to transcend these levels, to go through these levels, to master these levels, the Yoga Sutras. And there are 4 kinds of yogins, they say. And the fourth, the highest of these, is called Atikranta Bhavana. Bhavana is that state of being. So as you're ascending through this path of yoga, the inner refinement of the mind, that awareness, consciousness, and the alignment with the soul, this is what trains us in alliance. It says that they even go beyond the state of meditation. So meditation is guiding us. We are caught up with that meditation, that stillness, and to rise even beyond that state. And the 8th state is emancipation, merging into her. And the 7th state, when you transcend, it is she is that state of Madhumati, and taking her to Sri Lalitha Narayani herself, to the state of Madhumati. She is also, another interpretation is the Madhumati Vidya. So this teaching, so we saw Sri Vidya, there are different ways to practice to reach her. And Madhumati Vidya is a Vidya that Devas follow. So we've been talking about what humans are following, opportunities are there. In Madhumati Vidya, it's mentioned in one of the Upanishads, the Chandogya Upanishad, is what the Devas follow to reach the divine, and that prescribes, tells them what to follow, what to do, and that is called Madhumati, that sweetness, the path of merging into that she is. There's the river Madhumati, and these names come from her in remembrance of her qualities. Her 718th name, Om Shreem Māyāyai namah swaha. 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 Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is Mahi. Mahi is that which sustains, holds us, and we often refer that to as Mother Earth. Mahi is Mother Earth because she holds us, she sustains us. You see, she is one of the mothers, our mothers, of the 5 mothers we have. She is Mother Earth. We always mention her as the Mother Earth. Without that sustenance holding us, we have no place to say. She is letting us stay there. So Mahi can also mean Prithvi. The entirety of creation is called Prithvi. We are in the realm of Shakti and her creations. So that Akasha is sustaining everything. It is holding everything. So everything in creation is being held and sustained by her. She's providing the ground. Here the ground is not the earth, soil as we see. The Akasha is providing the space and for sustaining everything in creation. Mahi is something big, great, and she is Māyāyai. And again, with reverence to her name, there's a river Mahi also. And her 719th name, her last name for this week, Om Shreem Ganambayai namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambayai namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambayai namah swaha. Namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambayai namah swaha. Om Shreem. Salutations to Sri Lalitha, who is the mother of all the hosts. Ganas are, Gana means the group, a collective group. And Ganas, Shiva Ganas are called Ganas. They are with Shiva. They are called Deva Ganas. They are in the heaven, in that realm of advanced state of Ganas. They are his attendants at his beck and call, and any command, war, army, warrior, anything, they are like the warriors, the attendants who are always with Shiva, the Ganas. So Amba, Ganamba, she is the mother of all the Ganas. And the leader of all the Ganas, we know, we've heard this name, he is Ganapati. Ganesha, Pillayar got his name because he is the leader, Gana Adhipati. So the Adhipati is the leader, foremost among them all is Ganesha. And Isha is the ruler, Ishwari, we see her, Isha is the ruler. So Ganesha leads all of them. So Ganesha leads all the Ganas, and she is the mother of Ganesha, Ganapati, the cosmic mother. And we saw how Ganesha was formed during the Vandasura Vadam. She just looks and he's created to clear all the obstacles for all things. And tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi. It comes one day of the year, and they look at the Chaturthi, the fourth moon phase. And tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi, incidentally, and it's celebrated very, very grandly in India, across the world. Whoever is worships Ganeshas, it's a very, very special time. And so serendipity that we have Ganamba today and Ganesh Chaturthi coming in. It started, it's already the yagams are happening, and tomorrow morning's yagam and Amma will be coming to do Abhishekam for Ganesha, Shakti Ganapati. And these names we have seen in the last week, this week, very subtle names, very deep names, going to the various subtle secret qualities of the divine. And even to go through these layers in the subtle realm, we all need Ganeshas, grace to clear all the obstacles for our Paravidya, Aparavidya, all our materialistic life, our spiritual life, all the seekings, we need the grace of Ganesha and Ganamba, the cosmic mother, from whom we all come from. Let us offer our chantings and our mantras to Sri Lalitha Narayani. Om Jnana-rūpāya vidmahe Shaktiyam Saya Dhimahi Tanno Shaktiyam Ma Prachodayāt. Om Sarvamangala-mangalye Shive Sarvartha-sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gaure Narayani Namostute. Om Shreem Shrimatre namah swaha. Om Shreem Shreematre namah swaha. Om Shreem Shreematre namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem guru-maṇḍala-rūpiṇyai namah swaha. Om Shreem kulōttīrṇāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem kulōttīrṇāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem kulōttīrṇāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem bhag'ārādhyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem māyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem māyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem māyāyai namah swaha. Om Shreem madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem madhumatyai namah swaha. Om Shreem mahyai namah swaha. Om Shreem mahyai namah swaha. Om Shreem mahyai namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambhayai namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambhayai namah swaha. Om Shreem Ganambhayai namah swaha. Om Namo Narayani namah swaha. Om Namo Narayani namah swaha. Om Namo Narayani namah swaha. Let us offer with our love and devotion our chantings, mantras to Sri Lalitha Narayani, seeking her grace, her blessings to shower on all of us, all our loved ones, all of humanity, all the sentient beings, for the whole of Mother Earth, for all the worlds. to shower her grace for us to walk this path, gain the wisdom of karma, dharma, dhanam, become fit to receive this gift of devotion for the divine, from her, to connect with the divine, her within us, to connect with the divine, she within each other, to connect with the divine, she in the entirety of the creation, and to always be in the state of all the soul qualities: love, light, wisdom, deep peace, contentment, joy, laughter, bliss, abundance, generosity, honoring of all life forms, forgiveness, gratitude, devotion, courage, humor, skills, purity, sincerity, integrity, soul strength, atma balam, all the soul qualities, by the grace and blessings of Sri Lalitha Narayani, by the grace and blessings of Sri Shakti Amma Narayani. Om Namo Narayana. Any questions? You can unmute them, Monica. If there are any questions, they can ask. Thank you, Mary, Monica, Michelle. Or if there are no questions, we can end the recording. You can always send me any doubts or any questions you have or ask. Hi, Michelle. And we started a bit late, but we got it today. And when we started, Amma was in the Guru Sthanam. So Amma has created a place for the Guru to come and sit in Sripuram. And when she comes there, she gives the kumkum, her blessings to everyone who's coming to Sripuram. Hundreds and hundreds of people. And she says, just sitting there, she sees people from so many different parts of India, so many different countries, different places. So in today, Guru Mandala, we started with Guru Mandala, and the Guru was in her Guru Mandala was right there. She was there in the Guru Sthanam. So I didn't want to miss it today. I wanted to have it while she was still in the Guru Sthanam, talk about this very auspicious, powerful name that that is hers. And let's pray for the wisdom of the divine, of the universe, of the cosmos, that oneness, to reach out to all the beings, all the life forms. Om Namo Narayani. Bye for now. See you next week.